Greetings from the frozen desert Southwest. Thank goodness we have power, but if you don't, come pay us a visit and you can have one of our spare bedrooms. We are now, as you all unfortunately know, in late winter, and this is, shall we say, the doldrums when it comes to the issuance of interesting bankruptcy opinions. And you ask why? Well, that's because the bulk of really interesting opinions seem to come down just before the end of a quarter, because that's when courts have their statistics measured in terms of how quickly they issue decisions. So I'm expecting that, say from the mid to early part of March into mid-April, we should be having some rather interesting bankruptcy decisions. But, there really hasn't been a lot in the last, let's say, 3 weeks or so. However, I do want to note an opinion by bankruptcy judge Judge Grabill of New Orleans, who is presiding over the bankruptcy for that city's archdiocese. Of course, not a liquidating bankruptcy, but a Chapter 11. And because it's Chapter 11, of course, there is a creditors committee. But she was presented with a committee that had 6 members, and all of them were sexual abuse claimants. A commercial creditor made a motion asking her to appoint a separate committee to represent commercial creditors, and she said, yes, I think I have to do that. Why? That's because there was about $900 million in claims, including about $30 million of unsecured bonds. Judge Grabill said that there needs to be some representation of commercial creditors who are an important factor in the case. And she added that at a minimum, she would have required the appointment of commercial creditors to the unsecured creditors committee that was otherwise dominated by sexual abuse claimants. I am Bill Rochelle, the editor-at-large for American Bankruptcy Institute. I will return same time next week, hoping that we're, shall we say, unfrozen by then, and tell you about something interesting in the world of bankruptcy. Until then, be well and stay warm. Good day.